Slinky, a slinky, everybody loves. That was the grifting horn. There's grifting afoot.
Why do the last-minute mail-in ballots always highly favor Democrats?
Google could have helped you here, but I'll gladly help out.
I can't think of one election where the mail-in ballots, the last to be counted, ever pushed a Republican ahead. Ever one time.
For the most part, mail-in ballots haven't really favored one party over the other. Republicans had a slight advantage in that area over like the last 30 years because people over the age of 50 were largely the ones who would be able to vote by mail or service members, and those demographics do favor Republicans. In recent years, especially during the COVID pandemic, when people had to find new ways to do things, as well as other states simply moving away from in-person voting to mail vote because it just works better for them logistically. It's much more cost effective. Tons of reasons. So now it's still fairly down the middle. You do not have just Democrats voting by mail. You have Republicans also. You're referring to California, where there is a huge number of Democrats in the state. Republicans are the minority, not just in power, but in the citizenship of the state. So the votes that are coming in later, they keep counting them because people voted, and you have to count people's votes, are going to be Democratic. They're going to be favored to be a Democrat. As for why this perturbs you or upsets you or just boggles your mind, it's because of idiocy like this.
The election was rigged. It was a dirty election. And it's happening again right now in California.
Presented evidence.
It's happening right now in California. Right now, look at what's happening in California.
Where's the evidence to that?
I know the answer to that one. There is no evidence.
The Republicans are doing well in
California. No, they're not. They're dropping fast because it's a rigged election. Let me tell you, it's 4 days. And they aren't even close to coming up with it. You know why they're doing that? Because they're cheating on the election.
Counting the numbers is cheating. Winning now looks like losing. Affordability looks like inflation. War, he tells us, is peace. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's not lying. Could we just do like a live cognitive test on we can do anywhere, CNN, Fox, I don't care. Can we just see the results, like live?
What, do you have evidence to support
All I have to do is look. All I have to do is look.
That's not evidence.
And I listen to people, and let's see what happens.
But, sir, that's not evidence.
Do you think it's appropriate?
That's how they count the votes in
Do you
California.
think it's appropriate that they have an election, and 5 days later, they're nowhere close to picking a winner?
State and local officials acknowledge they are slow.
Essentially, if we wanted this to just stop, we just should have never released any numbers, period. Just let them count it. And then once they're done counting, then they can tell you. So you have a choice. You can either accept the fact that when you're counting, sometimes the numbers go up, and it's not always the ones you want to go up, or we will just stop telling you because you don't seem to comprehend how this works.
They're urging.
No, they're crooked.
They're urging the votes to be counted quickly. That's how they vote in California.
They're crooked, just like you're crooked. Your press is crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked.
To be fair, I'm not crooked, but let's
Really?
Let's
Well,
continue.
you play right into their hands.
Let's continue.
You're either crooked or you're stupid.
And he looks at himself every day in the mirror, so he knows what stupid looks like.